So the brand new Rift in Dead by Daylight is here. We're going to be taking a look at all of the cool things included in it, as well as talk a little bit about the For Honor event and some final thoughts on NFTs. Kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Still a bit under the weather, but we're fighting through. We're live on Twitch right now as well. Please come on out. We're going to be streaming for a long time, and we're going to be updating you everything about our streaming schedule and everything like that. So please, please, please come on out. With that being said, Dead by Daylight have just introduced a brand new Rift into the game, and we're going to take a look at it. We're going to see everything that's included in this. We obviously looked at some of the leaks yesterday, but we didn't fully go through everything, and that's what we're going to do in this video. So let's jump on into it. So if we go on over to the archives, we will see that there is a brand new Rift that is unlocked, and here we are. We got the brand new level of the Tome and the Rift, and these obviously come out in the days to come. So right here we have the Observer's Ball, essentially his globe that he can see everything with, so that is pretty awesome. Obviously we know that this tome is also going to be featuring the Trickster Yunjin, so that is going to be pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Rift and everything that will be unlocked if you grab yourself the Rift. So the first thing on the list is the Night Sky. I mentioned yesterday that I wasn't the biggest fan of this cosmetic. And then we have a top for Yunjin, which I actually do like. Some people didn't like it, but I liked it. We also had a Trickster's concert ticket, and I believe you can actually scan this QR code, and it actually does work, and it takes you to the trailer of the actual tome. So that is pretty cool. We won't really look at all the charms because there's quite a lot, and you guys know how charms are. They're typically pretty boring, if I'm honest. So yeah, here we have the Galactic Fang. This is part of our collection. It looks really good. We have the Halloween version of pumpkin, or squash as they call it, of the Trapper, so you can see his weapon. On the free side, we have the Snake in a Cage, which is a bottom piece for Elodie. Looks pretty cool. That's obviously part of the cosmetic for the fan-made creation as well, so that is really awesome. We then have the Disco Grove. This is part of the Halloween set for Ace, so that is pretty nice. Next on the list is a jacket for Jeff, so that is looking pretty cool. And we have a community weapon for the Plague. This is obviously the one with all of the moth, and you can see all the moth actually coming out. So that is really awesome and really, really cool. On the next page, we have ourselves the Halloween top for Mr. Ace, so it looks pretty all right. And then we have the orange guts for the Trapper with all the pumpkin or squash just everywhere. It looks like he's been having a good time in the kitchen. We then have a pocket entity. I believe we had something like this before. Unless, oh no, this was actually the charm that won as well. I didn't even realize. So this is one of the charms that won on the community contest. So it's basically like a Tamagotchi. Going on forward, we have the clown classic Jack look. So he has a pumpkin face. We also have a Nebula art collection. This is, again, part of the Galactic collection for Fang, so she has her like spacesuit essentially. We finally have the headpiece for the Trapper, so you can see he is a pumpkin. So that is really funny. Then we have the Dead Heart. That's a very great name for the shirt. It's a little bit of a disco-y skull type of shirt for Ace. We then got a top piece for the Trickster. Again, not the biggest fan of the Trickster cosmetics. We got the Mime pants for Fang, so she's going to be getting two separate cosmetics in this one. The head for Jeff, so this looks pretty standard, nothing too significant there. We have a weapon for the Wraith, and that actually looks really nice. I really like the color. I didn't get to see that fully up and close. Elodie has her community head, which looks fabulous. Really happy about that. Next on the list, we have the final piece for Fang. I actually really do like this cosmetic. I think it looks really good on her. We then have the Halloween top for the clown, and you can see all the colors, and he's very festive-y in his pumpkin outfit. We then got a bottom for the White. These are the Hardy pants, and you can see the little keys hanging on the side. We got the top piece for the Wraith. I believe that this is a recolor, if I'm not mistaken. This is a Halloween version of it. It looks pretty cool. We got the top version of the Mime for Fang, so not too bad, not too bad. We then got the Heart in a Cage, which is another community cosmetic, which looks absolutely fantastic. The community always does a fantastic job when it comes down to these things. We then got ourselves a Yunjin Lee, the bottom piece of that outfit that I really like, that people seem to not like, but I do like it. We then got the Daring vest for the White, kind of a classic look with a little bit of a twist. We then got a community mask here is the top piece for the Plague herself. So it looks really nice. And then we have the bottom pieces for Jeff. This will complete his set on his Halloween outfit. So that's looking pretty good. We have the Painted Performer, which is the top piece of the Mime Feng Ming. Then we have ourselves the Dwight Halloween Fedora. So looking pretty nice. The final piece of the LED community set. So absolutely lovely. I love everything that's going on, especially the backpacks. I really want to see more backpacks and more clothes in like shoes, glasses, etc. More cosmetics, essentially. More exterior cosmetics. Here is the middle piece, or the final piece for the Plague. Looks fantastic. These community cosmetics really blow my mind and how absolutely amazing they are. And then to wrap it all up on the final page, we got the Noble's Cloak, which is the Wraith's outfit. We got the Yun Jin Lee's final head, which again, I think looks really cool. We have ourselves the Serpent's Kiss, which is the final weapon for the Trickster, and it looks very bulky. And finally, we have the One Music Pad. So that is going to be the final charm on this rift. Looks pretty cool. I believe the actual buttons are actually glowing, so that is pretty nice and pretty awesome. And that is pretty much everything on this rift. It's pretty cool. You have 76 days to grab yourself every single thing in this, and yeah, some pretty exciting stuff to say the least. Alright, so moving on forward, it looks like we also received some new information about the For Honor collaboration with Dead by Daylight. They actually had a big reveal on Ubisoft's today on their Twitch site, and it looks like Dead by Daylight is pretty much coming in as a game mode for Honor. Looks pretty interesting. The Trapper is going to be on the map as an AI running around as you go around completing generators and doing your tasks, and you can also fight him, but the Trapper is really strong. He can almost one-hit kill you. We're actually going to be trying this out a little bit later today and showing you guys some gameplay of this. This event is going to last from the 21st of October to the 31st, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be pretty cool, and if you guys have For Honor and you'd like to take part of the event, you can tomorrow. So gameplay will be here on the channel later on today. We might even go and play a little bit on stream. And finally, the last thing I do want to talk about is NFTs and Dead by Daylight. I mentioned that I was going to make a few videos on this yesterday, and the overall reaction of everybody was, you know, we heard enough of this. We just kind of want to move on, and that's fair enough. So I decided not to make a full dedicated video talking about this, but I still want to give a little bit of my thoughts and opinions. I'm sure you guys are up to speed about what NFTs are, what's going on with everything. If you're not, you're more than welcome to check out any videos on YouTube. There's a ton of good videos talking about it, and I'm pretty much on the same page with everybody. This was a terrible thing to see. I was coming home from my flight from Canada, and that's the first thing I saw, and I was like, wow. It's just a bad look, and I'm extremely disappointed that Behavior has been working and providing models in order to collaborate and make NFTs. It really is a shame, especially after seeing tweets prior, which almost led us to believe that they weren't doing that and they were almost forced into obligation with contracts, and it just really sucks overall. And again, I'm just gonna ramble on and sound like everybody else, but just know that I am extremely disappointed as well in Behavior. And what really irks me as well is that even staff members on the dev team didn't even know about this. So it's not necessarily even the devs, you know, it's even their higher ups, you know, the big boys at Behavior, which really does suck. As I always say, the devs are passionate for the game. They care about the game. They want the game to do good. Sometimes they don't make the right calls. Sometimes you disagree with them. Whatever it is, they still love and absolutely adore their game. But sometimes even they don't have calls in certain situations. So as many people on Twitter have been saying, and all over Twitch and YouTube, don't direct your hate to the content creators. Don't direct your hate to the dev team themselves, and you're more than welcome to vent your frustrations on the forums. I've seen that the mods aren't taking anything down, which is rightfully so. You have the right to voice your opinion on this, and hopefully something like this never happens in the future and they get our message loud and clear and something can be done. I'll wrap it up there and leave it with a tiny little bow. I don't want to really get too much more into it because it'll just end up becoming that long dedicated video, but hopefully we'll see something happen out of this. But my friends, that is going to wrap it up for this video. We are going to be live on stream, as I did say. We're going to be playing some DBD, checking out this new tome, and also that For Honor event. We're going to be taking a look at it a little bit later today and providing you guys with some awesome videos on that. But that's going to do it for me. As always, I'm the King. I tip my crown to you guys, and we'll see you in the fog.